Hey guys, it's NarthVader here, and welcome to another UPC video. As very little of you know, I am a coach of the UPC, but not only that, I am also an analyst for the UPC, and I will be doing the top plays of the week, and these are the week 1 top plays of the week. Now, I have the, I will admit, this was a little bit hard because there weren't too many good plays. It's not that there weren't some impressive plays, it's just that I wanted to find something a little bit unique and different. And also, one of the videos was Tyler's, the battle between Tyler and Kyle. There may have been a really good play there, but the reason I didn't put it in here is because it's not in a showdown replay, and my recording software is a bit different, so I can only record what's like a certain area of the screen. I can't adjust it while recording, so sorry Kyle and Tyler if there were some impressive plays, but let's get on with it. So in number 5, we have a play from the Connecticut Crocodiles, coached by 6A1 Shadow, against Cloud Envy, coach of the Jersey Dwebbles. Now, while Shadow was not able to pick up the win, he did make an impressive play, which I did like. Shadow was in with his Gorgeist against the Dwebbles, Greninja, and predicting the Dark Pulse, he decides to go out into Cobalion to get the attack boost. And I really like this play because he could have risked an amazing offensive presence if Cloud decided to predict to switch and maybe went for, like, say, Surf, predicting the Togekiss. But it was a great switch as it pays off, as it takes very little damage picking up that justified boost and puts pressure on the Dwebbles team instantly. As while the Dwebbles may have a very nice switch-in with Gliscor, it was definitely a very interesting play that definitely paid off in the Crocodiles' favor and earned the number 5 slot this week. Next up, we have a play by the Dewford Drapions, coached by Fallop, against Midikis, who coached the Boston Beedrills, for number 4. So Fallop is in with his Miss Magius, as Midikis is in with Porygon 2, and this was a switch. So Midikis, actually, let's go back. So Midikis swaps his Cresselia here into Miss Magius, and he goes for the substitute. But this isn't the offense. This isn't the play that I really liked. He's going to go for the Toxic here, which is a great set, Subtoxic. And he unfortunately misses here, but he keeps something that is really going to hurt Midikis' team. So it's going to take a while, but as he does reveal the Subtoxic. Now, over here. So Fallop makes the great switch-in into Miss Magius, knowing he can take any hit he would like to. And Midikis is going to swap into Venusaur. Fallop predicts the sub, and now he reveals Calm Mind. And with the sub up, he can scout for a physical move, which Midikis did not run. And this was a bit of poor prep from Midikis, and Fallop definitely took advantage of this, and this earned the number 4 spot this week, and also earning Fallop the great win. In number 3 this week, we have a play by the Detroit Red Wingles against the Scarborough Staraptors, which is my team. I'm in with my Ludicolo. Aiden is here with this Tangrowth. He's gonna swap into his Tyranitar here, as we both do switch, and realizing that he knows he can take any hit due to the sand, and me being an idiot and attempting to get some health back with Giga Drain, he takes advantage by that as I go for the Giga Drain and goes for the Z Electric, which is Gigavolt Havoc, and takes out my Ludicolo, taking out a huge threat to Aiden's team. And this earned Aiden the number 3 spot this week, along with winning this the 3rd spot on this list. In number 2, we have a play from O.P. Jellison, coach of the Anastar City Agrons, against Osseo, coach of the Colorado Reggies. He is here after taking out his... Actually, Alright, so after getting T-Wave, but taking out a huge defensive threat, he... well, it's going to be here. He goes to the Fire Blast and knocks out Mega Aggron. O.P. Jellison goes to his Kieran Black and decides to take advantage of it and goes for the substitute in order to scout to see what type of set this Turtonator is. If it's Draco, to maybe get some special attack drops to see if he specs with Fire Blast. But what ended up, or maybe he thought it would switch, but instead he goes for the Explosion. And immediately, even though he did not know certainly it carried Explosion, it was a good play to go for substitute because he could have created some amazing offensive pressure if he swapped. And while Explosion is probably not the worst thing that could have came out of that, he definitely took out a key threat to the Agrons, and thus earning him the number 2 spot this week. And in number 1, we have a play from Nova Hawk, coach of the Chicago Grambles, against CJ, coach of the Baltimore Orioles. I love that name. So CJ's in with Megalodius. Actually, I'm going to last turn. Oh no, whoops, wow. Turn 1. So CJ's going to Mega Evolve as he's going to click Psychic against his Volcanion as he gets off at a Toxic. This is a nice Toxic because it helps something that it's going to happen here. So Nova Hawk goes into his Drapin, which was believed to be Assault Vest because it took very little from this T-Bolt, and that was a critical hit too. And he predicts it and goes for Pursuit as that wears down the Megalodios really, really nicely along with Toxic. And while CJ did carry Roost on this, it still definitely worn down the Megalodios. It really pressured him, and he goes on to Draper and again predicting the Psychic, and then clicks Knockoff here instead of Pursuit as CJ went for T-Bolt, immediately taking out a huge threat to the Grambles, and thus earning the number 1 spot this week. And honestly, this helped Nova win the match, as Megalodius was definitely a huge threat to his team. Thunderbolt hit Scarborough really hard. Volcanion can take 2, but he can't get much switch-ins and it doesn't get recovery. Mammal Swine, if it's Assault Vest, maybe. Garchomp's not taking a Dragon Pulse or an Ice Beam. And Tapu Koko is somewhat frail, so it's not taking the hits. And definitely take out Megalodios using Assault Vest Treatment. Great prep by Nova, and definitely great plays. And that's why he earned the number 1 spot this week. If you guys felt that there were some other plays or something else that could have made the list, please let me know in the description below. Again, I didn't put Tyler and Kyle's, if they had any really impressive plays. I didn't check it out. I don't remember the battle, and again, my recording software isn't the best, so sorry for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name is NarthVader, coach of the Scarborough Staraptors and analyst of the UPC. I'll catch you guys later for next week. Peace.